crazy. 25% of my stuff comes from attorneys from all over the world. European operators on the web. And it doesn't usually come up until the snitch turns them in because you're competing against them. You've got a couple of groups, children's, student groups, and somebody beats you out. They're not registered, you are, what do? You nail it. You send it in to the Attorney General and say, look what they have. Your business cards here. How many business cards? You're in California, so I guess nothing personal. If I do grab you on the way out, it is because I am a commander with the mounted sheriffs. But that's really don't want to turn you in. Chris would never forgive me for it or something. And I asked, we were kidding before, and I said, I've got some handcuffs in the car. They're official. They're not, come on, boring. Nothing more than that. Got to explain that. But I thought about it, and I was talking to the Attorney General this afternoon who enforces all of this, so I've gotten to actually be good friends with because, I know what the law is. If I can catch them before he catches them, then I just register them and I don't have the big fines. And it's our little game or so. I got this one before you did. So I was telling him I was going to come here and speak. I didn't give the name of your group so he didn't stiff the place. And I said, would you mind me bringing in some handcuffs and putting a few of them under citizen's arrest? He thought for a while and said, well, Al, that really would create a problem, and we're trying to do this as low-key as possible. Low-key? Plus my supermarkets for giving out coupons, certificates? That's a whole other part of the law. If any of your agencies have any type of coupons, 25 off, 50, you know what a coupon is, you know what a cert is. And they get to a Californian, each one of those are criminal violations or so. I was one of the counsel on the antitrust cases, the original ones against the airlines. In that first big case, the $500–600 million one, remember what everybody got? They got certificates, $25, $50, $75 off for how many miles or how much you had spent for flying. We had other airlines calling me, asking if they could be part of the settlement to give out those certificates. They were the best promotion the carriers had. I'm going to tell you something now, the only good news to come back with other than the rest. When you're negotiating, when you're talking to the carriers, and they're talking yield management, and you have the Northwest of the world who are going to try to stick it to you again, and anybody follows them, let it be on their shoulders, a box on them. And hopefully, as individuals, you'll know what to do, not together as individuals. But if you know how much it costs to fly you from San Francisco back to Boston, there are only 3 incremental costs to a carrier to fill an empty seat. In the first survey Pete Marwick did, the TWA bankruptcy, it was 26 cents for the insurance, automatic insurance, $1.26 for the fuel, and $1.66 for the piece of rubber chicken when you got it. Scratch the chicken, raise the fuel, raise the insurance a little. On their books, they only put $20 to $25 for the frequent flyer fulfillment of a 25,000 mile usage to travel that. That is it. $20 to $25. So when you're negotiating for am I over your head now with overrides? Anybody remember them from such a young-looking group? But overrides, if you're talking overrides, if you're talking passes to get here, remember free tickets? Remember what they were? So $20 to $25 for a coach fulfillment. That's it. So in your next negotiation, or if you ever do get a rep in your office again, remind them, handle its incremental cost. That's all it is. I leave you that for your bargaining in the future. You're bargaining with a hotel, there's also a factor for an unused room. But the plane flies unless they were filled and they had to off people with an overbooking situation. You don't pay them the full amount of a debit memo. What was their cost? Because if they sue you, they can only get their actual cost.